During a raid in the Middle East in 1997, Unwin, a probationary secret agent, sacrifices himself to save his team. Blaming himself, Harry Hart, codenamed Galahad, delivers a medal for valor to Lee's widow, Michelle, and his young son, Eggsy, saying that if they ever need help, they should call the phone number on the back of the medal. 17 years later, Professor James Arnold is kidnapped by internet billionaire and philanthropist Richmond Valentine. One of Hart's fellow agents, Lancelot, attempts a rescue single-handed, but is killed by Gazelle, Valentine's henchwoman, who wears prosthetic legs that are specially sharpened to double up as blades. Valentine secretly meets with various powerful individuals, some of whom go missing afterwards. He also announces a giveaway of SIM cards, granting free cellular and internet access forever to everyone. In London, Eggsy is now an unemployed young adult living with his mother, infant half-sister and abusive stepfather Dean. Despite being highly intelligent and capable, he left training for the Royal Marines and lives the aimless life of a stereotypical chav, arrested for stealing a car. Eggsy calls the number on the medal. Hart has him released and tells Eggsy about his father. He was an agent of Kingsman, an independent international intelligence agency, founded in 1919 by wealthy British individuals who had lost their heirs in the First World War. With Lancelot's death, the agency has a vacancy. As Hart's choice, Eggsy joins the other hand-picked candidates, including a woman named Roxy, whom he befriends. Training is overseen by Merlin, a senior Kingsman. A rigorous selection process leaves Eggsy and Roxy as the final two candidates. Eggsy fails the last test, which Roxy passes to become the new Lancelot. During this time, Merlin notes that Arnold is no longer missing. Hart tries to extract information from the professor, but a chip implanted in Arnold's head explodes, killing him. Hart is injured escaping from unknown assailants. The signal that triggered the blast is traced to Valentine's corporation. Hart poses as a billionaire and dines with Valentine to try to ascertain his plans, during which Valentine reveals that he knew Hart's true occupation beforehand, and ultimately spares him long enough for Valentine to learn more about Kingsman. Hart tracks Valentine to an obscure hate group's church in Kentucky, United States, where Hart realizes too late that it is a trap. Valentine uses his SIM cards to broadcast a tone that causes everyone in the church to become uncontrollably violent. A comical brawl to the death erupts, during which Hart massacres most of the people in the church, leaving him as the only survivor. Eggsy, Merlin, and Chester King, codenamed Arthur, Kingsman's leader, watch via video link separately. Afterward, Valentine shoots Hart in the head, seemingly killing Hart. When Eggsy goes to see Arthur, he notices that Arthur has a scar behind his ear, just like Valentine's other converts. Arthur pours Eggsy brandy, containing a poison which is activatable, but Eggsy distracts Arthur and switches the glasses before they drink. Arthur explains Valentine's views before he realizes this. Humanity is akin to a virus, and global warming is the Earth's equivalent of a fever. Valentine intends to broadcast his neurological wave worldwide to cause a massive culling of the human race, to rescue it from extinction. Only those whom Valentine deems worthy of living, his allies who have protective microchips implanted in their heads, and the VIPs he kidnapped, will be spared. Shortly afterwards, Arthur activates the poison when Eggsy refuses to join his side, unwittingly killing himself. Unsure whom to trust, Merlin decides that he, Eggsy, and Roxy must stop Valentine on their own. Roxy rides a high-altitude balloon into the stratosphere to disrupt Valentine's impending broadcast by destroying one of his satellites, while Eggsy and Merlin infiltrate Valentine's mountain bunker complex in Argentina. Roxy downs the satellite, but Valentine gets a business contact to replace it, then activates the signal which requires his constant palm print, causing worldwide violence. Eggsy is recognized and engages in a running shootout with Valentine's henchmen. Eventually, both he and Merlin are cornered separately, but at Eggsy's suggestion, Merlin hacks into Valentine's system and causes the implants to explode, killing Valentine's henchmen and every convert when their heads explode, except Valentine and Gazelle, neither of whom carried the implants. Eggsy manages to successfully kill Gazelle after a fierce and intense fight with her, and then spears Valentine with the sharpened tip of Gazelle's prosthetic leg. As Valentine falls to the ground floor where he eventually dies, the signal is cut off, ending the worldwide carnage. In a mid-credits scene, Eggsy, now a Kingsman agent, offers his mother and half-sister a new home away from Dean, who flatly objects to Eggsy's suggestion. Eggsy then dispatches him in exactly the same manner that Hart dealt with one of Dean's henchmen earlier.